go back here, right here. But now it actually is streaming. And we're waiting. See, and now it works. Bro, Spurs 6 minutes in to the next broadcast. And it works. Like he already got one opportunity. Alright. Well, sorry I'm late. I'm here. Finally got it. Technical difficulties. Now I get to see Spurs versus Leicester City. It's going to be very interesting. What can Spurs show me with their new signing Solanke against Leicester? Just getting back in the Premier League. But it's going to be a very tough game for them. I thought Leicester would struggle because maybe the points deduction is affecting them. But I'm not sure how they're going to perform under this level of pressure to get a result. And Tottenham's a good side. They got new signing. No Basuma because of the whole scandal that he has on. They suspended him for this game. Crazy that Chelsea can't suspend their player, but they're willing to suspend Basuma. But offside. But Slanky's playing, got Romero, Van de Ven, Udogi, Pedro Porro. He's just offside on that. Son. Is it Kulusevski on the right? And Madison in the middle, SARS in the middle. Played it around him, threaded through. Son gets it. Are we going across, plays across one time? Nope. And long. Send it long. I know. Sorry. English. Let's see. Oh, they got Christensen, Faze, Vestergaard, Justin, Winks, and Didi. Buonanotte, Isashaku, Cordova, and Vardy up top. Saw. Van de Ven. Van de Ven goes wide to Son. James Madison waiting for her to get the pass. He sees the cross, fakes cross, feints, left foot, no cross. He goes in, plays in behind the Son. Son slots it back, corner. Oh, man. Son's got his hands on his head. I don't know if it was offside in position. No, he probably was hoping for it to go in through on goal so he'd get a chance on goal. Leicester finally playing his previous team. Yeah, it's a rematch. First time he's played them. He's going down. Flicked on. Should be another corner for Tottenham. I don't know if Leicester has enough firepower. Vardy is still a threat up top. If they get it through to him, he could go score a goal. But I feel like in possession, Tottenham are a much more superior side. So we're going to see if they can continue to have the same type of effect they had last season with this about the same line minus Basuma. Got it. Oh, just barely hits it almost on the going far post by Romero. Good cross by Pedro Porro, and Romero got on the end of it. Very lucky to not get a goal there. Outlet going straight to, cut back. Got it straight to Buonanotte. Oh, good tackle. This is Shaku. Oh, out in the Shaku. Oh, man, he's getting mad at this sideline ref. Better calm down. He's lucky these referees aren't giving yellows for key, insubordinate, and children. Romero on the right side. Plays it into Bentancur. Bentancur goes long, gets it in the middle of the pitch. Good play inside. Good overlap from Madison. Played in by Sun. Tried to play it across. Got it to Solanke. Good defending. Going long. It goes straight to Van de Ven. Van de Ven going down the left flank. Van de Ven doesn't have an option. He tries to go outside. Plays it through. Go through the middle. Fouled on the edge of the box. Good play by Van de Ven to get on the outside, cutting in. Become a free kick from Madison. Madison about 5 yards outside 10 yards outside the 18-yard box. Only one on the free kick. Cross comes in low. Not a good cross from Madison. Pedro Porro comes around, gets it. Looks like he's about to cross the ball, get it in the box, straight to Solanke. Good flick. Saved by the keeper. Solanke's got 2 chances on goal with some headers. Both straight at the keeper, but it looks like he's getting his head onto it. Pressed by Solanke. They go long. Straight out. Good bring. Good touch. Do you get the deflection or stay Leicester? Trying to throw it in. Is that Harry Winks or is that? No, that's Christensen. Christensen to Ndidi. Ndidi. 5 to Winks. Winks back to Key. Key plays it into Vestergaard. Vestergaard slips it through. Wide open. Ndidi has all the space in the world going on. Plays it, but what a bad pass. But Ndidi gets it, but a foul. Holding him. Christensen. I'm pretty sure this, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure is he the Danish left back? I could be wrong, but I have a feeling he was in the Euros playing for Denmark. So, correct me if I'm wrong if you know in the comments. Like and subscribe if you're new. Everybody's new. But like and subscribe if you're new anyway. Still, Dougie plays it to Sun. Sun plays it back to James Madison. Madison alone. Fouled from behind, but they gave him no free kick. Fatawu tried to spread it out wide to the other side. Bad first touch. One-on-one with Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Oh, plays it around. Gets it to Christensen. Christensen plays it back to the keeper, and they recycle possession. They go out to this side to Justin. Justin plays it in Buenanote. Buenanote to Justin. Justin back to Buenanote. Buenanote going after the defender. Tried to make, but read well by Bentancur. Bentancur played along the line. It's off on him. Throw in Leicester. Good sustained pressure from Leicester. Good moves. Good possession. Good progression of the ball. Oh, is he at Oliver skipped from Spurs? Oh, man. I can't believe they got that amount of money. Man United missed out on another target, and they missed out on money for Scott McTominay. So I really do hope that the only thing, Son gets the ball here. He's going outside. Plays it in. Good tackle. But Harry Winks isn't able to get it away from him. Plays in. Foul. Free kick to Spurs. I'm just saying that they've got 25 mil for Oliver Skip, but we can't get 30 mil for Scott McTominay, who's contributed way more than Oliver Skip did in his whole career at Tottenham. It is what it is. You move on. I hope Napoli comes back in for him. Son with the ball on his left hand side. Gives it to Madison. Madison switches the ball. Oh, it's Brendan Johnson on that side. Brendan Johnson down the line. Deflected, corner. I just don't understand. Sanderberg's a good signing for them, though. It was a here we go. He's going to be on his way, and they agreed to it. We wanted to get more money. I really hope that they're. It's sad to say because Chelsea need to sell Lukaku to them, and they want to go make a bid for Osman on the other end. It looks like that's advancing, and we'll be able to go get McTominay. They'll be able to bid and give us the 30 million, but it all depends on what Chelsea do. Good win, Son on his left foot, go wide, shanked it. No, it looked like it deflected. It looked like he shanked it. It wasn't a good technique from Son Heung-min. They defended pretty well from Leicester City, but they still need to create more chances if they want to have a chance of getting a result in this game. I don't think they'll be able to hold off a goal. I think it'll be maybe a 1-1 draw. Oh, good move by Son. He tried to cross in his over bar. Oliver Skip on the screen. Hey, he's not playing today. But I'm telling you, it's not gonna be good for him. That guy, I don't know if he's happy about the move. I don't know if he's just like whatever. He accepted it, so I guess he's content with being left out. What is this man Postacoglu complaining about now? He raises his hand. Ref's telling him to move on before he gives the yellow card. They try to go long. It goes straight back to Bentancur, threaded through to Madison. Madison into Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson tries to slot it back. Praises to Madison. Back to Solanke. A good turn. No penalty for me. No penalty for me. Good slot and good touch by James Madison. Played around. It didn't look like he made any contact on him at all, so I don't see it as a penalty. No, he went down way too easily. That's not a pen. Good defending by Vestergaard. Trade down to Ndidi. Ndidi into Vardy. Vardy, but Udogie wins the header. But they played down. Fatawi on this side tried to dribble pass. Gets pulled down. They give him the free kick. Udogie looked like he's trying to play it away. Lucky he might have. He didn't earn himself a yellow. I thought he played it away with Fatawi. They pushed him down, didn't play the ball, but they looked confused for whatever reason. Hmm. Harry Winks with the cross. Plays it short. Lobs over the top. Romero goes to win the ball. And he kicks it away for a lesser throw. Note for the throwing. He wants to give it to the right back. Yep, and he drops it. Yeah. There's a lot of chances for Tottenham to be able to do something. Good turn by Buonanotte. Buonanotte with the cross goes back post. Is he going to get a leg on it? But it's a little too far for him. Good cross. Just didn't read it right. Cordova. Good turn. And it was a good idea for the cross. Just he couldn't get to it. A little bit too far out. But they win it back. Played inside to Ndidi. Good touch Ndidi. Played to Harry Winks. Harry Winks to Cordova. Cordova plays inside. He muscled off the ball. They win it again. Justin played. Oh, and they gave a foul for the pull? Wow. I don't know about that, but okay. Well, Tottenham men in possession haven't been as good as usual, but they progressed into dangerous areas. They're playing a more compact style Leicester City. 4-4-2 out of possession. covering the two holding midfielders and Sar and Bentancur. Van de Ven on the ball. Gets it to the halfway line. Passes it back to their half. Gets to Romero. Romero thinking ideas. Goes, switches it long. Is it to Son. Son on side. Plays it straight back. And a strike from Van der Ven to Bentancur, but not able to do anything. Otawu tries to hold it. Looks like he's holding it up. Looks wants to go long. He goes long with it. Gets it in. Straight flicked on. Vardy couldn't get a hold of it. Buonanotte. Now Udogi's getting back, trying to make something happen. Gets it to James Madison. James Madison looking, thinking, no option. Goes back to Bentancur. Bentancur looks at 30 through, but he goes back to Sar. Sar turns it back, goes back to Romero. Romero thinking, wants to go out wide. He sees Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro look like he wants to slide through three. He threads it through to Sar. Sar couldn't get a right foot on it. And indeed he goes long. Just cleared out and let their formation reset. And Vicario gives it back to Van der Ven. Van der Ven to Romero. Romero to Van der Ven. Van der Ven back to Son. Son looking for the inside run. He goes into Udogi. Udogi wants to cross. Met with some physicality. Gets it back to Son. Runs back in field. Madison looks upset. He made the run. There was no pass. He gives in. Van der Ven to Romero. Romero back to Ven. Ven goes to Madison. Madison threads it through to Solanke. Solanke can lay it off. He lays it off to Madison. Madison with the no strike. Fake the strike. Lobbed it to other side keeper. Nothing. Headed away. Madison with the ball again. Oh, great toss by Fatawu. There's no foul. He plays it back. Threads it through. Buonanotte trying to go by. Good tackle by Udogi. Udogi deflected. Spurs throwing. Very competitive game so far. Not as much passing and free-flowing game as you would like, but it's been decent. Better from Spurs than Leicester so far, but Leicester defended very well. Defended resolutely so far. Here we go. Van der Ven to Sar. Excuse me. To Romero. Romero to Sar. Into Madison with some space. Trying to thread it through, but no pass to Son. Going to Udogi. To Madison. Madison to Son. Overlap from Udogi. Udogi takes it. Cuts it back for the cross, but Ndidi reads it. He goes to Harry Winks. Harry Winks goes long. Their touch looks like, Vardy gets a touch. He gets it. Looks forward. Plays it forward. Goes back. Tries to cut through. Play it back to Vardy. Threads it through. Good Meg. Outside. I think Christensen. Does he have much time to read it? Good tackle. Good tackle from Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson's getting back on the counter. Has no one option. Tried to turn back, but he falls on his foot. They get a foul, and they give it back to Leicester. Very good from Leicester. Very, very physical to win the ball back from Vardy, to get back on the counter, try to make a play. Good tackle from Brendan Johnson, but good recovery just to get back on the ball. He slips on the ball, couldn't control it, had no options to outlet, and look what happened. Leicester were looking like they want to get a result here over Tottenham. Let's see if Leicester can show Tottenham levels, or Tottenham going to show them who the top six side are. Who the top six side are. Right back. Straight to 5. Is he going to thread the links? Nope, he tries to thread it over the top, but won by Romero. Romero goes out to Pedro Porro around the line. He tries to go long. Physical. Solanke turns on it, gets the ball, links up play, gets to the Sar. Sar with 3 men on him, but they win it. Inside. But Buonanotte. They're late. Straight in. To Cordova. Straight to Ndidi. Ndidi loses the ball. Get it back to Pedro Porro. They go long, back to Vicario. Way to deal with the pressure and get it back to the keeper. Now, Vicario gives it to Ven. Ven gives it to Madison. Madison trying to thread it through. He threads it to Solanke, who drops deep. He gives it to Udogi. Solanke running down the middle of the pitch. Out to Son. Son going one-on-one with his defender. He plays it around to Udogi. Udogi has 2 men on him, but they get it to Son. Son turns the other way. Throws it back, but nothing. Great defending, but Udogi gets it back. No foul. And they head it out. And Spurs get the ball back on the left flank with Madison. Madison plays it to Son. Son wants to thread it through and go, give and go, but he gives back to Madison. Madison could have a cross, but no cross. He looks up, loses decision, wants to go back to Bentancur, and he does. They recycle possession. They go to the right flank. They give it to Romero. Romero could slip him through, but no angle. Good defending and good formation. They're trying to be compact, not allow anybody to go through the middle. Vicario gets the ball. Gives it back to Romero. Romero at the halfway line. Thinking. Trying to play it through, but he deflects and gets a Bentancur. Plays it out wide. Gives it. Buonanotte. He could switch the play. He threads it through, but Vardy, bad touch. That's a very bad touch for a player of Vardy's quality. No matter the age, he should have a better touch than that. Van der Ven back on the ball. He gets to Romero. Everything's slowing down the possession as they keep turning over. Get it to Sarr. Get it back to Keep. Vicario looking. He gives it to Ven. Tells him to push up the line. There goes Udogi. Passes it into the holding midfielder. Almost loses it. Back to Van der Ven. Across to Romero. Romero trying to thread it through again. Gets to the Sarr. Plays it through. Good triangle passing between Sarr, Madison, and Bentancur. Gets it to Son on the left flank. Gives it to Madison. Madison cross. Oh, and it looks like a goal. Very nice cross and a good finish header from Pedro Porro. And here it comes. I thought they were going to do his throwing dart celebration. Yeah, Leicester was under pressure this whole time, and they paid for it. They couldn't hold on to possession and make a chance when they've been on the counter multiple times, and they paid for it. Defending for too much of the game is not going to help you equalize against a top six side like Tottenham. They've had most of the better chances, better possession, and they used it wisely. Good cross and a good run inside. Just flicks on, gets it back post. And too easily one of a header. Nobody was stopping them from getting that header off. Yeah, the keeper had no chance there. Goal for Porro, and it looked like he flipped it off his head and back as well. Interesting finish. Leicester got it, showed up, but Tottenham looked like they're in the mood now. They get it to Van der Ven. Van der Ven to Romero. Romero. Terrible touch, but he goes in the back line. What is Leicester going to do to adjust the game? They got to press a bit higher, but I don't think they want to take the risk with Tottenham's great possession. Udogi. Back to Madison. Madison to Son. Son inside to Udogi. Udogi to Madison. Madison. Kim got in behind the Sarr who made the run. But it gets to the Son, he wants to switch the play. But no, he goes back to Van der Ven. Van der Ven back to Romero. Romero, he's going to go down line to Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson lays it off to Slanky. Slanky holds it up. It looked like he got fouled. Yep, free kick Tottenham. There's not much in this game for Leicester. It looks like they defended for most of the game. They had chances where Tottenham made mistakes out of possession. Maybe they can fix that up and make a chance out of nothing. But at the moment, Tottenham seem like they're in full control. Good free kick, but wasn't able to get a result. Plays it out. Looked like he's going to go out for Tottenham throw. But is there outside? No. Tottenham throw it back. Son throws it into Sarr. Sarr switches the play back to Romero. Romero looks around, wants to thread it through. He gets on the left side to Sarr. Sarr straight to Son. Udogi overlaps. Son's holding the ball, looking, watching, seeing what chance he has. I don't agree with the free kick. It looked like Madison ran straight into his body. He was stand still. There was nowhere he was going to go. But he got the foul anyway, so it's a free kick Tottenham. Free kick in a dangerous area for Tottenham. Madison on the ball. You know he's going to take this. Pedro Porro has no right to take this free kick. Leicester fans are looking at They know this scene too well. They're not looking happy to see James Madison on the ball. Will he be able to make this free kick to get it to 2-0? In a very good position, could go far. Near post, looks like near post is the better option. He could chip it over the top if he wanted to, but looks like he's going for it. Nope, he chips it. Right in, played it across. Oh, and nobody's on the far post to claim it for a goal. Very good play. The Sun didn't react to get to the far post to tap it in. Wide open. Very good. Everything onside. Sun's got to react quicker than that. Steve Cougar looking on, saying, "We're lucky to be in this position that we didn't concede 2 goals in this time." When a note, they tried to win the header, but it goes down. Fall to Fatawa. Indeed, he plays into Fatawa. Fatawa tried to go on the outside with some pace. One-on-one with Udogie. He tried to go by Udogie, but with pace, good strength by Udogie to win the ball back. Well, he threaded through the Sun, but no one available. Tried to play it off, but gets the ball back. Plays it back to Bentancur. Bentancur holds it back at the 18-yard box. Plays it to Romero, and he's relaxed. Romero to Van der Ven. Van der Ven out to Madison. Madison comes to drop to get the ball. Will he switch the play? He plays it back to Romero. Tells everyone to relax. Plays in as another holding midfielder. Goes to Van der Ven. No one to give it to. He goes out to Madison. They tell Buonanotte tells him to press up to Ottawa, but won by Justin. Justin, another option, cuts back. Goes back to Winks. Winks back to Justin. Back to Winks. Played it back. They want to recycle possession, get a better option. He goes back forward. Ottawa wants to play back. He found his feet and Winks. Winks to Verdegaard. Verdegaard tried to go forward with a little bit of slow pace. Played the Ndidi to Winks. Winks outside to Christensen. Christensen to Winks. Winks inside to Ndidi. He goes back and he goes back to the center back. I didn't even know how to pronounce Faye's name, but I don't know. But if Faye's going forward, no one ahead of him, and he loses the ball. Now Tottenham are on a counterattack, but it looks like it's going out of bounds for a Leicester throw. Leicester got multiple options for him to throw it in. He wipes his hand clean to get the water off the ball. He's looking for some options. Someone comes over, and Buonanotte comes forward, doesn't have an option. Indeed, he's waiting for the ball, plays it in, plays it back. Gives it Christensen. Christensen looks like he got tripped up, able to get to Verdegaard. Verdegaard up forward to Justin. The whole right flank is wide open. He goes in. He goes one-on-one. Fatawa's back against Udogie. He's going to use his pace to get around side. He crosses it, goes straight to Vicario. Easily dealt with. Vicario with the ball. Are you going to hold it up or are you going to try to outlet it? Nope. He tells everybody you need to widen the pitch. Get wider in the pitch. Go back to Vicario. Vicario under pressure. But back to Van der Ven with some comfortability. Tried to play it over the top. Red. But Solanke drops in. Able to switch and get it to Sarr, but play with too much pace to the outside sideline. But it looked like he had the right idea. Throw in Leicester City. Goes back. And Sarr tries to win it, but it looked like it's going to, no foul. Plays it in Christensen. Christensen could play it down the middle, but indeed he doesn't react. Back to Faes. Faes tries to go long over the top to Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy sees the run, but headed straight there. Could be one. He just needs to strike a goal. Is he able to get it? Oh, but he shanks it wide. Good idea to try to get it while Vicario is out of goal. Wasn't able to execute. Vardy was in a dangerous position where he could have scored a goal. Vicario tried to head it back. And you could see if he just hits it right on target, he would be able to get a goal. He hit it with enough distance, just couldn't hit it with enough accuracy and precision. Tried to get a Takio, but Buonanotte misses out. Vicario lobs it over, trying to get it to Solanke. Solanke, not able to react in time. Plays it back to Christensen. Christensen plays it into Harry Winks. Harry Winks drives forward. He could play it in behind, but no one there. Plays it to Fatawa. Fatawa on this side. Can he going to go one-on-one, take him for pace? Plays it inside. Oh, my gosh. Indeed, he didn't react. Now they're on the counter. Sarr goes in. He has Madison on his left. He passes it forward, but he plays it over the top. Sun gets there. He's out wide. Goes one-on-one with his fullback. This is what he wants. plays it inside all alone to Madison. Tried to go to his left side. Tried to play it back, and nothing. Nothing was made of the opportunity. Vardy could play it back. Vardy still don't let it bounce. He plays it through, gets it to Bentancur. Bentancur back to Van der Ven. Tottenham dealt with a threat there, and they tried to respond and try to make an equal response, but they weren't able to get any result out of it. Bentancur goes to Van der Ven. Van der Ven to Madison. Madison could thread it through. He threads it through to Bentancur, who switches it over to Saar. Saar messes up his touch. Vardy tried to make a foul. They're saying they're a free kick there. Look like a fair tackle. They say play on. Give Vardy plays it. Madison plays over to Son. Son looking for an option pass. Two goes back to Madison. Madison looking for the thread through pass. He plays it. A tough touch, but one. Fatawu tries to get a pace. It's still in, but he loses the ball. But Buenanote is there. He's using his pace to get on the outside. Tried to thread through. Now he's running after. He's going to need help through this press, but no one's there. They have no possession, nothing available to them. They're just trying to move the ball up the pitch, playing in a counterattacking style. It hasn't worked. They've been defending most of the game, and they look like they're going to get tired if they continue this manner. Give it to Son. Does he have it in behind? Nope, no one available. Gets it to Madison. Madison cuts the ball, and he does. Plays outside, gets it straight to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson with pressure of Christensen. Gets it, and it's a Spurs throw-in. It's not much that Leicester can do. They don't really have the quality to be able to hold out in possession and have the final ball. They got in some dangerous areas, but it's not enough to compete with this Spurs side who's been able to create good chances with the players they have on the pitch. And here goes Pedro Porro. He's going to go out wide to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson plays it back to Porro. Porro to Romero. Romero telling people to hold the width. Goes across to Ven. Ven plays it through to Son. Son about to look like he's going to go back, recycle possession, get everyone set again. Is there a passing behind to be made? Nope. Sar goes back. A little bit of pressure. Going back to Ven. Ven looks to Dogi. Goes over here. Sar goes around him. Udogi looks like Tottenham trying to hold possession, trying to get the defense to move in the way that they want. Dogi tries to go around, not able to do it. Plays back, but Buenanote able to get around him. Is he looking to get a foul? Yep, he's going to get a free kick. And look, it should be a booking because he's keeping him from going away. He made a mistouch. Got here, held him back from it. It was blatant, and the ref should have given him a yellow card. He's lucky to not get it. He won the ball back fairly, and he held him back to get it. But it is what it is. The ref's got to make better decisions in the future. Harry Wink's going to be on the ball. Buenanote's looking for an outlet. Looks like they're going to try to cross it in the box instead of trying to build some possession. Harry Winks tried to go long. Looks like no one there. Goes straight to Vicario. Poor cross. Vicario looks for an outlet ball. He gets it out to Sar on the right. Back position goes up to Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro goes ahead to gets a flick on, but it looks like it was out. It looks like Pedro Porro's down with a little hit to the core. It looks like he's in pain. It looks like there's a stoppage in play. And he gets up, takes his time to get up, and walks away. Let's look what happened here. Pedro Porro tries to go down, goes around him. And I don't see much contact on him, but he looks like he got hit in the core pretty hard. He could switch it to this right side, and he does. He gets it to Justin. Justin plays it in the middle, but ain't able to turn. Look at the turnover. Camera offside position, but he got it back. And Sar gets the ball back. Tries to make a cross on goal, but looks like a free kick. I thought it was offside, but he didn't call it. Corner for Tottenham. Rigo on the corner. Cross come in for Tottenham. A good cross. And react too well. Slanky tried to get the win. Looks like it's going to be a corner. Tottenham. I wonder how Tottenham feel about this performance. I think that they played well, much better than they have in preseason games. But this is against the Leicester side that they could be able to manipulate if they play like this against the top side. And I think they would pay for it dearly. And the cross comes in, headed away. Buenanote chases down Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro holds up the ball, but gets reacted to by Buenanote. But Bendicur reacts effectively. Back to Adogi. Adogi plays it all the way back to Vicario. They want him to press up the pitch. Vicario wants to go straight to Adogi. They could be threaded straight through, but a switch back to the keeper. But no help on this side. The press doesn't have many people to help. They sit back on the holding midfield. Benanote playing up the pitch. Lawson playing down this right flank. Goes to Van der Ven. Van der Ven in his own half, slowing the pace down the game. Could play to Bentancur, but he goes back to Vicario. They want to invite the pressure of Leicester City up forward. They played to Bentancur. Straight easy, straight into Leicester's own half. Goes in the Sun. Sun could play it through, but he goes back to Bentancur. Bentancur. Slowing the possession down, telling him to hold it up in space. Gives it to Sarr. Tells Sarr to go out wide to Romero. Romero could give it to Brendan Johnson, but Brendan Johnson not there. Slip through to Madison. Madison has the switch. Gets down, but bad touch from Brendan Johnson. Christensen trying to go out, and it's a Leicester throwing. Bad touch by Brendan Johnson. Not able to bring it together and do something with it. Regress their attack. Tottenham only up 1-0 here. If Leicester can get one opportunity to be able to make it a 1-1 game, then this game could change dramatically. But they don't look like they seem in the mood to scoring because they can't gain any real possession in the game. They find it. They get it back to Bentancur, who goes back to Van der Ven. Van der Ven goes to the right flank with Romero. Romero, there's no option, so he goes to Van der Ven. Van der Ven looks like he might drive for it, but he gets it to Dogi. In the Leicester half. Goes back to the halfway line. Into Madison. Madison no threaded ball, so he goes to Bentancur. Bentancur could go all the way out, but he gives it to Romero. They're holding it with the wingers, and they try to play it through, and it's a deflection for a Tottenham throw. What changes could Leicester make in order to change this game? They don't have an Oliver Skip, even though I don't rate him. And I don't think he'd affect the game. So what type of subs could they make? There's only 1 minute of added time, so we have about 30 seconds left of added time. No one really went down here. No one went back for any injuries. Indeed, he wins it back. He gets the throw in. Leicester got to get on the ball. They only have limited time to make an option happen. But it looks like they're just going to wait to get it to extra time. Get it to halftime and go in for halftime to take a break and think about what they need to do to progress further. They throw it in, push, one back. It's up in the air and straight back to Leicester. But it looks like the rep might call halftime here, and he is. Going to blow the whistle. Halftime at the break. Tottenham have a majority of the possession. Leicester can't really get out, but when they do get out, they're wasteful with the opportunities in order to make a chance for themselves. Many runs trying to get on the 18-yard box. They're not reacting to one another well, and they haven't really created many opportunities for them to get a shot at goal. I don't think they've had a shot on goal, really. Maybe one, but it wasn't really a major, clear-cut chance for them to get a goal. Tottenham been the dominant side of this game. Looks like this could end up in a Tottenham win to get them within and push Man United around. Well, Tottenham look like they're going to get another goal and they're going to push Man United down the table. Tottenham have good players. Whether the players are enough to get them in the top four race, we'll see. Whether the bench is enough for them to get in the top four battle, because that's their aim this season, to get in the top four back in the Champions League. so they can invest further in the squad in future seasons. That's what they need. And that's probably what Levy wants, to get some extra money. Whether he'll spend that money or not is a big question. They got a striker. Whether they go, Kulusevski's not playing, so the manager seems to like Brennan Johnson unless Kulusevski's injured, which, let me look at the squad. I don't know if he's hurt or not and he's not in the squad, or he just selected the squad because he believes that Brennan Johnson's a better option, maybe just for this game. Let's look. Substitute Kulusevski's still on the bench. There's Ben Davies, Timo Werner, Brendan Austin, Radu Dragusin, Lucas Bergvall, Archie Gray, Richarlison, and Jed Spence. Is this bench lineup good to face the top 6 teams? I don't think so. I think Arsenal is still going to dominate them in possession. I think even though they've held the possession well against the Leicester, against an Arsenal, they're going to get dominated in possession because you can see the gaps all over the field that they leave. But Leicester are even more open than they are. So it's, but that's what you expect from a championship club just coming up after trying to. They're going to face probably points deduction later in the future. They can't really invest in the squad heavily, even though they made it back to the Premier League. So if they can stay up, maybe. But I don't think they have the amount of quality they need to stay up. A look at Tottenham. It's an interesting game. Now, we don't play Manchester United. When do we play Tottenham? That's the real question. Because Tottenham is going to be in the near future. I don't know if it's in the near future or later. Let me look. Manchester United fixtures. When is Oh, we do. We play Tottenham in September, end of September, on the 29th of September, at the end of the month. So next month we're going to face Tottenham, and we're going to be at home. The real question is that Tottenham are really good at possessing the football. We use it, but for whatever reason, we match up well against Tottenham. It's interesting because I think we have better quality, especially in the wide areas. We have better quality on the wings. I think Solanke might be a better, more experienced player up top. We haven't really got to see the most of what Xerxes could do. So let's see him after this Brighton game on the weekend that I'm looking forward to on Saturday. We got the 12:30 British Standard Time, 4:30 on the West Coast in LA, and everywhere else on the West Coast. So 4:30 in the morning is going to be a really early game. It's going to be a very difficult game because they got many players. They got Minta. They got who's up top? They put Welbeck up top. João Pedro in the 10. They got Matoma off the left. They got new signings of Weifer in the midfield. I don't know who they're playing next to Weifer. That's a great question. I got to remember who that is. But, of course, Estupiñán, I think, is still injured. But they have another left back that's shown some good sights. Good progress for him. Who else do they have in that side? Of course, Van Heck I don't really rate, and their center back pairing is not great, but it'll do for them now. And then that's a great strike by, I think it's Brendan Johnson, great strike. And then the left back, I'm not sure, but Jesus. They've had many opportunities for some, but the thing is, Tottenham, just like us, have a lot of open spaces, and they're pretty open. So they're possession based. They're not really that defensively sound like other teams. Like Arsenal, defensively well drilled. Liverpool, pretty physical. Tottenham are pretty open, personally, just like we are. But they're very good at possessing the ball and creating chances. So we got to watch out when we do play Tottenham at that position. The game that I'm looking forward to is the game after. Of course, it's the next game, but I'm looking forward to the most is going to be probably the Liverpool game after this but we have to win against Brighton. There's no excuse. That's why I said the Ten Hag excuses have pretty much run out. No one can say anything. You're going to be like, well, he doesn't have a left back. I'm like, bro, We had the low play left back most of the season last season. There's not many excuses for him not to have a left back. For him not having a left back to say he can't play his style. Now it's like, oh, Luke Shaw's got to come back for him to play his style. We got Martinez. You're playing with Harry Maguire. You chose Harry Maguire to start. You've got Delit now. Are you going to start him over the weekend, or is Harry Maguire in performance of the level where he gets to get a start again? I believe Harry Maguire should start again. But for Manchester United going forward, I think Delit's going to start for the next few months. Then Lenny Orr gets back in the system. And there have been some talks over the line about Garnacho. We'll talk about that after this. But the one I want to talk about is the mentality of Leceister Martinez is something that all Manchester United players need to have. He's a professional. He plays with heart. He plays with passion. But he is, people won't agree with this, but he can be a liability in certain places on the field. I think that his pace in wide areas can be taken advantage of by big teams with players with pace, and that is a liability. That's why this is my opinion. I still think he's good enough to be in a Manchester United shirt, but I don't think he should be our starting left-sided center back. But for now, is completely fine. But in the future, I hope we move him to the bench and get him like an actual top starter. That's why they feel good about Jared Branthwaite in the future. It looks like Everton aren't going to sell him because there was all those rumors, and I don't know if anybody heard the rumors and the reports about potentially Jared Braithwaite going from Everton to Liverpool. I was like, why in heaven's name would you give your rivals your main top asset first just to get 15 million more than we were probably willing to give you at the most? It really doesn't make sense to me why anybody would think that was a good idea, even Everton fans, because then you'll be like, when you face Everton and he's defending, right? And like say Kanate's hurt and he plays on that left side and he's defending and he stops all your attack. And if some reason you guys get relegated and he stays up, you're gonna be like, well, we took your main prize and asset and we just took him out of relegation fodder because I think Everton are on the course of relegation. I don't think they were good over the weekend. I don't think they are going to get better. I think that they ran their luck out. I don't think they're that great of a team. But for Man United, they could have given us him for 60 M's and they would have been fine and they probably wouldn't have to deal with any type of financial burden because 60 mil would have been a great, and he's homegrown. It would have been great for them. It would have been instant profit. Instead of doing instant profit straight, getting instant profit from your rival is insane. Like your neighborhood rival. So the question is they're not going to make any business moves. They're going to keep him. The thing is, once they get relegated, Man United will be in for him again, and then they're going to have no time to complain because they're already in financial struggle, and now them being out the Premier League is going to take them into worse financial struggle. That's why I said, hey, Tottenham face Everton. Everton, I hope you get slapped. I'm telling you, I'm on the train of Everton getting relegated because then we can get their asset, and then we got a four-man center back squad of Delit, Euro, Jared Branthwaite, and Martinez. That's a solid group. They could go in the Champions League and do something. Now, fullbacks were at the work. I'm saying that's why I said Man United need and have to get Champions League football by any means necessary. But not by any means. We're not going to hurt teams that are able to get it. I'm saying by any means that is within the construct of playing in a fair way necessary. Because we have a good enough players to execute, good enough players to score goals. They're quality enough to do it. But it's just something with Man United. Whenever we get to them, we overrate our players and they're not able to score goals. Bruno, 2 open chances I talked about before, and we need to score those goals. Xerxes took his goal well, but we need to create more clear-cut chances. If we can go to Brighton, because I don't know if they're going to play that high line or the manager's going to adapt, and he's going to play a little bit, excuse me, I don't know if he's going to play the line a bit deeper so we can't take advantage of it, which would, of course, be what a manager should do against a team like ours. But I think he's going to keep his tactics the same to embed it in his team. So I wonder if Rashford and people are saying they want Rashford and Garnacho to be starting. I'm like, Garnacho hasn't done enough to warrant a start, even because he hasn't played enough preseason games. He hasn't been fit enough, and he should be coming off the bench. Where almost earned to at least have 5 games out there to be able to play at the highest level. And the thing is, that's why I said we have to allow him to get an opportunity. And after 5 games, if it's not working, then Garnacho's the next one that you play in. This is what, but I'm looking. That's why I said I hope that we have a good season this year, because if we're able to get players, I see the vision for me personally. I don't know if they're going to do this, but I said that release clause at West Ham's looking mighty fine for ex Ajax players, since we're going all Ajax players, which a player we should have got over Anthony, but we're not going to talk about that anymore. If we're able to go get Mohamed Kudus, because he plays all across the front three, up top, to the left, to the right, so we got that option and versatile forward that they're looking for. Because I said I like Nico Williams because he can play on the right and the left, but he's going to go to Barcelona next year. He's going to do it. After this year, they're going to go in for him again. He's going to have a lights out season, and they're going to go in for him again because he's only going to be 23. And they need a left winger. They need someone to go pair up, and they got the Spanish duo of Lamine Yamal, and they're going to be going down the flanks and causing terror for any defense, even Real Madrid. So it's going to be. I want to see. I want to see us go in for him. But I said, Mohamed Kudus for 65 is worth it. I think it's worth the price. I don't think that's overpriced at all for the release cost, because I know he did that because he wants a big club to go in for him, and I know Liverpool are going to be all over that. But the thing is that I'm gonna tell you this is because Liverpool say because they might lose Mohamed Salah next year. I don't think they're going to extend him. I think he's going to leave and go to Saudi. I think Liverpool are going to be in for him. I think I think Arsenal might be in for him, but Man United are definitely going to be there, especially if we get European football, but especially Champions League football. Because Kudus is only going to be, what, 24 by the time that happens, I think? Maybe 25, and that's still a good age for us to build with the wings. So I said I put Kudus on a left or right wing, because I see if Rashford doesn't have a good season, he's out of there, and they're going to go replace him immediately. And Kudus can play on that left wing. He can play on the right wing. That's why I said Kudus and Ahmad from the wings. I'm telling you this. I don't know how good Sancho is right now and what type of form. But if Sancho has a good season, I still think he'll get sold because they'll upgrade the fee from 40, 50 to 60 with his contract and try to see if they could get a fee for him for how he's playing, if he's able to play at the level he should be expected to play at. But I think they're still going to get him away for about 40 M's. They're going to try to get Rashford out of there because I don't think Rashford's going to have a good season. That's just my opinion. He may prove me wrong. I hope he is. It's just an opinion. It's not against him. I hope he does fantastically well. I just think that his confidence needs to go through the roof for him to play at the highest level that we need right now to get top 4. If he's playing on that level, then completely he'll stay for the rest of his contract. He'll have to play 2 years like that. He's going to have to play this year, and he's going to have to play next year the same way. So it's going to be very difficult to achieve that level of play for Rashford because he's such an inconsistent player. If you look his history, if you look factually and look back, scoring goals and assists and his manner of playing hasn't been consistently at a top level every year. It's just a fact of just what it is. You may enjoy him going by players and forget the full 90, but he doesn't do it consistently enough to do something. But he is a talented player. Man United have done a disservice to him and how his development has progressed. But I still think he should move on for his benefit and for our benefit. I said Kudus getting in there, and I still don't think Garnacho's of the level. He's got a lot to prove to me. I said, because I'm telling you that people said, well, he's young, he can develop. I'm like, bruh, look at these guys. Even though Doku, I think he's so erratic, but he's so effective at times too. But he's not like, oh, he's just crap one day, good. He just is so erratic, but he's going to always take on the defender and create an opportunity for a large part of the game and cause havoc on the side. Like, Rashford wasn't doing that on the opening game. He wasn't causing havoc. Ahmad was causing a bit of havoc, but it still wasn't his best game. He was getting on the ball, but he just couldn't get at his defender and cut on the inside and make a chance happen. That's all I'm seeing that's happening so far. That's why I said Rashford I think is gone. Sancho I think is gone. Casemiro probably will stay because they want the experience, and he looks like he's ready to play in form with the new system they're playing. Ericsson's going to be gone regardless. Tommy's going to be gone regardless. Most of the people on big wages are still not just fitting the system are going to be gone. All right, and we're back. Starting 12 seconds in. Bias goes long, goes back to Christensen. Christensen down, push down. Leicester throwing. Plays it back. Gets it to Fire. Back to keep going long. Christian plays it in field, but hadn't been able to get it. Plays back, fires, gets a touch on it. Ndidi, Christensen could play it in. Gets it back to Christensen. Christensen could play it around, but he didn't. He doesn't get it in time. He need to play it first time. But they get in here on the counter. Brennan Johnson gets tackled. No foul. Needs to get up. Solanke. Get up, bro. And they look like they're just holding the ball. He didn't get fouled there. I don't know why he's on the ground. Van der Ven goes out to Udogi. Udogi looks like he's going back to Vicario, and it recycled possession. Going back at it again. Romero. Van der Ven. Romero under pressure from Jamie Vardy. Back to Van der Ven. Going straight back to one by Ndidi to Harry Winks, but good hold-up play by Solanke. Gets to Vicario, and they get back in possession again. Get down the line to Sarr. Sarr cuts back. He can send it through. He's got, oh no, that's Dudogi down to Sarr, but unable to pass it to Son. Getting pressured by Solanke. Pressured by his son. The pressure is coming straight to the Leicester City. They're playing forward to Fatawu. It looked like he got pulled down there. Is he going to get it? Nope. No call by the ref. He goes back, Son. Inverted. Going inside by Udogi. He has Madison, but Madison runs in behind. He's alone. He got Udogi right there to make the pass, but nope. No option. Looks like a corner. But nope, and he plays it out for a throw-in. Looks like Justin looks pissed off that they couldn't get the foul on the right-hand side where they thought he got pulled. Giving it back to Udogi to Son. Son goes to Udogi. Udogi straight back to Van der Ven. Van der Ven to Romero. Romero looks down and tries to get to Udogi. Looks like he got fouled for a free kick. Yep, free kick, Tottenham. There goes Madison, who gives it to Sarr. Sarr to Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson had no option, but he gets to the Sarr. Sarr's able to hold up the play. He gets fouled again, gets a free kick. It is a free kick, but the fans look disheveled. They look pissed off. But it's a foul nonetheless, but they play on. They give it to Van der Ven. Van der Ven gives it to Udogi. Udogi back to Romero. Romero goes across, looks goes back to Van der Ven. Under pressure, no options. So it looked like going back to Vicario. Recycle possession, try to invite pressure from the Leicester defense. Looks like Vicario wants to go long. He looks like he has an option outside to Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson, can he win the header? Nope. Princeton wins it, and it's out for Tottenham throwing. Played in, Bentancur turns on the dime, goes in, gets Sarr, but Sarr with the poor touch can't be able to turn. That's what he has. He goes, Brendan Johnson. Goes straight back to Pedro Porro. No cross, but plays it in behind to Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson has the cross. Plays around, and he bits a corner kick on the deflection. Look at it. They show the Tottenham bench with Jed Spence, Bergvall, Timo Werner, and Richarlison, and Archie Gray on the bench waiting, looking on, seeing where they can make a difference. Looks like he paid for offside, and or they're going to replay it. Oh. Wow. Replayed. Interesting. Plays it short. Gives it to Pedro Porro for an instant cross. One by Ndidi. Justin going out, but it looks like another Tottenham throw-in. Sarr gives the ball to Udogi. Udogi looking for options down the line, touchline. Son's there, but he gets it straight to Solanke. Solanke wins the ball, turns, gets to the byline. Byline, cut around, gets space, could play him through. Stopped by Ndidi. Get the Son, tried to flick it on. Pedro Porro tried to bring it down. No shot able. Close down. About to Brendan Johnson on the right wing. He turns back, goes back to Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro tries to use the space, cuts around, doesn't see an avenue. He goes across, plays to James Madison. James Madison comes back on the left foot. Looks like he wants to cross it, but no option. Goes back down the right wing to Pedro Porro. Played in. Meg. Get it to Madison. Madison cut back. Gets on his left foot, but ain't able to get a shot off. And a foul on Tottenham. Straight to Leicester City free kick. Tottenham are getting all the opportunities that they need, but they're not making the final pass in order to get a shot off to get a second goal here. Leicester tries to go long, straight to Vicario. Gets it into Van der Ven into Bentancur. Bentancur goes to the Dogi straight to Son, but one by Justin. Justin could play it in. Gives it Buonanotte. Buonanotte, he has options. He gets it in straight to Vardy. Vardy could cut it on the right foot. Got it on the left foot. Oh, but deflected by Sarr. With a defensive cover, got in space. And it looks like it's going to be a Leicester City corner. But no, they got an offside flag. Yep, and he passed it too late in order to get him offside. He's offside. Vardy's got to make that pass, but the touch was away from him, so he couldn't make the touch quick enough. But there's a first chance, clear-cut chance that Leicester had, which happened to be offside, that they were able to create a chance where they had a shot on goal, but it happened to be offside. But that's the first time they ever threatened Tottenham in behind. So let's see if they can be able to build on that and create something. Van der Ven on the ball. Bentancur drops in between the center backs to receive the ball. Into Sarr. Out to Romero. Back to Bentancur. Sarr roaming around on the right side. Udogi cuts in. They invert. Van der Ven goes straight out to James Madison. James Madison outside the boot straight to Udogi. Udogi gives it back to Madison. Madison kind of rock to the right side. Plays it to Sarr. Sarr holds it up. Goes straight down the line to Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson to Pedro Porro. Played out. And they gave it straight back to Leicester. He played it straight out. Go back to Cordova. Cordova holding it up. Solanke pressing. And then go long. Vardy wins the header. Buonanotte with the touch, but couldn't control. Gets to the Bentancur. Bentancur goes out the Sun. They try to close the space. Solanke's in behind, but Leicester react. And there, Fatawu gets the ball. Plays it in to Justin. Justin. Back to Fatawu. Back to Justin. He tried to play it down. He's got the pace. Tried to play it around, go around him, and it's a foul for a free kick for Leicester. Very good play and able to get the free kick, but they got to create a chance. There goes Ndidi. Ndidi plays it straight back to the keeper. The keeper going to go long here while under pressure. Goes straight in to Van der Ven, but turned in, brought it down. Van der Ven gives it back to Vicario, who gives it to Van der Ven again to reset the possession. Looking for options. Bentancur looking to take the space on the left flank, but they go back to Vicario. Vicario back to Van der Ven. The short pass almost taken away. It's turned back, trying to gain possession, but they're closing in on Tottenham. So Van der Ven goes long to Son, but won by Justin, who brought down by Udogi, who flicks it on to Solanke. Solanke has options, but he loses the ball in the middle of the pitch, goes here, turned in by Fatawu. Fatawu plays it in the wings. Winks into Buonanotte, but Buonanotte gives it straight away. He gets in. Now they're on the counter. Plays it in. Solanke gets tackled again, but they got Sarr, so they're on another sustained pressure. He could play in behind and have an option. Gives it Sarr. Sarr sees the avenue to go through the middle. But no, he get cuts off, goes from Bentancur to Madison. Madison slipped in Solanke. Solanke with the shot on goal. What a save. And a good block by the Vertigard on the defense. And a good save. Blanky missed everything but the finish. Cuts around, but able. The keeper gets down low to the ground and sees, but it's straight at the keeper. Has to be better. Got to aim for the far corners in order to put it down. Tottenham's 11 corners to 0 for Leicester City. Show the dominance they are of getting up the pitch and getting down the byline, getting outside. So then we got Son. No angle to shoot with his left foot. He goes back to Udogie, who plays it all the way back to Vicario to reset it completely. Trying to stretch the pitch. Vicario looks like he wants to go long. He plays it short to Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro could lob it deep. Nope, he slips into Madison. Madison has the cross. He threads it there, but a bad touch, but they still in Tottenham's Hotspur possession. He could slip him through, but he has the cross. Wide open for a cross, flicked on goal, but no opportunity. Cordova hits it out for a throw-in to get some relief from the pressure they're under from Tottenham Hotspur. They're going to keep going at him, Tottenham. Hitting to Sarr. Sarr plays it straight across the top of the 10 yards out of 18. Madison goes into Brennan Johnson. Out to Madison. Another cross, but headed away. Brennan Johnson gets it down the line, but he turned back on his left. Plays it back out to Pedro Porro. Back to Johnson. Into Madison. Madison tried to thread it through. He gets it to Bentancur. Back to Brennan Johnson. Cut through. Wide open shot, but straight at the keeper. Creating so many opportunities, so much link-up play between the midfield and the attack. And they're able to get opportunities by taking up space all over the pitch, but aren't able to find the final pass or the final shot get through. But Leicester on the counter here. They found it. Ndidi found Buonanotte out wide. Can Buonanotte show some quality here? He crosses over. Vardy on it, flicks it. Cordova tries to win it, but he can't win it. Gets away from Brendan Johnson, who's playing physical, and they're good. There's no foul there. Gets it on the overlap. He tried to play him through. Over there. Oh, no one on the back post. But Vitalu gets it over. Can he cross it across? He tries it across. Vardy, goal! And they equalize. And they've shown Tottenham that if you don't kill the game, they're able to make a new opportunity to equalize and take away all their hard work. When you're not clinical, you can't be at the top. Tottenham Hotspur leaving a man unmarked on a cross straight to Jamie Vardy and able to get his first goal of this season. And look at the Leicester fans with all the venom in their voice trying to scream at Tottenham fans. And indeed, everyone out on side, he slips them through. They cross it, no one on the end of that. But Fatawi on the other side, looking for an opportunity. He sees Jamie Vardy, and he's on side with Romero not keeping the line high, and he heads it down, and it's a goal. It's so easy. Look at unmarked in the box, another set piece where Tottenham have had a problem all preseason long and all last season. And I bet Tottenham fans around the world are upset with that type of defending. It's unexcusable. And Steve Cooper looks excited because they're back in this game to get a result. Jamie Vardy. Man, that's the thing I tell you. They just needed one chance to get straight back in this game, and now Tottenham are under pressure to make something happen again. Now they're pressing higher up the pitch. They're in for this game. Jenny Vardy's going up. A little flick. Aren't able. He slips it through under pressure. Van der Ven can't keep control of it. They win it back, and it looks like a foul and a free kick for Leicester City. And they're under pressure here now. They get another opportunity to put the ball into the box. Oh, it's getting exciting here, folks. What are they going to do? Buonanotte and Harry Winks on the ball. They got a lot of big guys in there. They're able to win a header to get a shot. This is their 2 shots on goal, and they're able to convert it 50%. Can they put a ball in the box that they're proud of to get another goal? Can they make this crowd go insane? Harry Winks looks like he's going to cross the ball. Nope, it's Buonanotte, and he overhits it. Oh, poor from Buonanotte. Needs to put an opportunity in the box just to get a chance. Can't be that less clinical. You can see why Brighton are not with him. And there goes Pedro Porro kind of threaded through, and he gets it out to Sarr. Sarr out, and he kicks it out, and it's Leicester throwing. They look unsettled here, Tottenham. Not able to create a chance. And there goes Christensen, plays it back to Fies. Fies looks forward, plays it through to Harry Winks. Harry Winks, we go back. Nope, he turns, gets it to Christensen. Looks threaded through. What's he going to thread through? Looks at the touch, goes back to Fies. He goes back to the keeper. Keeper under pressure. Gonna play it, gonna go long. No options. Lobs it forward to win it from Cordova, but won by Romero. But Leicester throwing again. Tottenham are gonna have to slow the game down to get control again. But they look stressed out. Leicester City. They had most control of all the possession, but it only matters who scores the goals in the end of the day. If you don't have effective possession, you don't take your chances. This is what happens. But the fans are on their feet. They look excited. They look ready to deal with it. They get Christensen up the field. Plays in Ndidi. Flicks it on. Cordova. Vardy. But Vardy can't get a touch there. They play it back to Van der Ven, who goes back to Vicario. Vicario gets it to Romero. Romero looks up. Looks for more option to pass to, so goes back to Vicario. Is he going to play over the top? Nope. He had no option, so he looks like he's going long. He goes long. Can they win in the air? They do. They knock it down to Fatawu, but Fatawu can't get the pace, but he gets the ball. He's trying to get around. He gets around Udogi. Udogi, but he gets a touch. Is there a touch on the end of the foot? Nope. Play on. They get it to Justin. They get it to Harry Winks. He crosses it. Oh, fell straight to him. Ndidi plays it through. No touch. Plays it around. He gives it to Cordova. He gets a pass in behind, but he doesn't have it. Plays it on. Oh, but no cross there. It's a good win, but no one there. They try to head it away, but Christensen reacts in timely fashion. No foul. Being physical, he goes straight in. One in. That Buenanote. Another foul, and he gets the free kick. They're under massive amounts of pressure. Leicester has shown a bit of quality in the past 15 minutes to win it back. Udogi gets beat. Fatawi goes on outside. He gets tripped, but it looks like he was going down before. Yeah, he's trying to draw a foul, so no foul for me. Believes it dragged out, so it looked like he was simulating to get a foul, but there's nothing there. Got the free kick, plays it short, has the cross in the box, lobs it up top, but no one there. Tottenham on the counter, but no one out. Everyone in the box. Plays it across, gives it straight back to Fatawu. Fatawu, is he going to enjoy life? He tried to cross it back in the box, but it's a lob cross. But Cordova could still get on the end of it. But he brings it down. He's under pressure by Romero, but he plays it. They recycle possession. Christensen out. Still Leicester City's throwing. They're going to get the ball here. And try throwing. He goes back to Harry Winks. Harry Winks thinking. He goes. He cuts back. He looks for a pass. He threads a dude. Cordova plays it to Christensen. Could play him in behind. He gets across. Look at Jamie Vardy, but not able to bring it down under pressure for Van der Ven and Romero. And they reacted well. Just couldn't get the touch right. Good header by Romero to get it straight back to Vicario. Good defending to react, but Vardy was looking for it there and kicked out by Tottenham. Leicester City is putting them under major pressure here. They're pressing on. They want to get another goal, and they're crossing it. Cordova's fighting to get it, and he kicked it to the other side, and he's able to get there. He brings it down. He plays it back. Christensen's here. He plays it inside, but Harry Winks gives it away. Now Tottenham are on the counter. They got an option, and they look. He didn't get tripped up. He goes outside, but didn't able to get. Solanke's getting away from him. Is he going to put a cross in the box? Nope. He cuts back the other side. Tried to play it short. He's got an option, but look, he loses the ball, and Ndidi wins it. Now the Leicester City's on the counter. They look like going, and Ndidi holds up, and he gets fouled, but no yellow card. They're just going to get a free kick because he wasn't free. And he looked like he's going to play it. And they're going to give the Leicester City Bentancur actually a yellow card for trying to react to a free kick instead of allowing him to kick it on. And James Madison there just loses the ball with sloppy feet. Indeed, he protects the ball and he gets locked to Bentancur. But Leicester City are looking with much more life and a lot more control in this game. Justin tries to head it on, gets out of Fatawu. Fatawu tries to lob it to the other side. Can Cordova win it? But nope, he gets to the other side and he kicks it out, which is going to be a Leicester City throw-in. Tottenham have lost all composure in this second half. All the control they had, all the belief they had that they were doing what's right just fell away in this first 20 minutes. There goes Cordova. He wins back to Christensen. Plays it in Ndidi. And Ndidi has space. Gives it Cordova. Is Cordova going to switch it? Nope. He holds back and he plays it. Invites the pressure of the Tottenham defense. He gives it back to Five. Gives it Vertigard. Vertigard straight out to Justin. Justin gets beat. And he gets the free kick for Benzema trying to hold him back. They're looking good. Steve Cooper done a decent job under this in this new job to get them playing a decent style of football, but they look more in control now. They look more comfortable in possession. They play it back to their keeper. Looking for an option. He's not going to play it straight. He plays it out wide back to Vertigard. He plays it through, but Vardy's not able to get through. He's going to play it back to the keeper, but under no pressure. It looks like he's trying to receive it. He turns. He gets to his left foot, but no pressure from the outside. But there, plays it off him, and it's going to be a Leicester City throw, and he played it straight off his leg, but Udogie looked surprised. But Justin, he could play it over the top, but no one's there in time. He's going to try to play around him, and he fouled. It's going to be a free kick from for Tottenham Hotspur. It looks like they're trying to make a sub. Probably going to take what it looks like is going to be a sub of two midfield players and a winger. So it looks like Brennan Johnson, um, probably Bentancur for another holding position, and maybe even Sar. Even though I think Sarby. No, don't strike at it. He goes out wide. He goes inside to Ndidi. Ndidi can play it straight across, but he plays it outside the goal. But good opportunities from Leicester City. They're creating a lot of opportunities this second half with a lot more shots on goal and winning the ball back. Tottenham need to gain some control, and I think the substitutions are going to help them do that. Will the subs be able to make a difference when they come on in the next few minutes? We don't know. Vanderven on the ball, under pressure. Gets around to Madison. Madison, but not able to get the touch. Winks. Gets it to Buonanotte. Buonanotte needed to just release it there, but now Sar's getting on the counterattack. They're sprinting back to get some space. There goes Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson, can he create an opportunity? It looks like he's just trying to make pace on the outside. Good defending from Christensen. It's going to be a Tottenham throw-in on this far right side. Is there going to be another sub? Nope. They look like they're going to continue on. They got it straight into Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro plays on the edge to Bentancur. Trying to get it to to Pedro Porro again. Back to Saw. No options left. They haven't gotten to Sun in a while. They haven't really had much possession. They've lost the ball more. The midfield hasn't been able to deal with it. There goes Sar. Is he going to switch it to Sun, who's open on that left-hand side? Nope. They're going to continue going down the right. They switch it. Bentancur under pressure. But he gets it to the Porro, to Johnson, the Porro. Could he thread it through to Madison? But Madison gets it reflected from Ndidi. From Pedro Porro back to Madison. Threads it through to Johnson, who can't get possession. Plays it through. Ndidi plays it out wide to Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy sees Buonanotte. Buonanotte still on the ball. Gives it back to Winks. Winks got to run on the outside. He got him. He plays it through to Fatawu. Fatawu tried to play it outside the boot with less quality he's got to produce. And now they're under pressure. They got to get their possession back. But indeed, he can't react in time. He goes back here. We got Solanke who drops deep to get it back to Porro, who plays up top, says he's open on the right flank. Is he going to give it to him? There's not many options for them to pass to, so he goes back to Sar. Sar into Madison. Madison trying to get Sun involved because Sun hadn't been able to get the ball. Wants to thread through. Adogi not getting it to Sun. Going it to Madison. Madison across the Sar. Straight in. Look like straight at his feet. Solanke wants to go at him, but he doesn't have the pace to do so. So he goes straight back. Now Solanke's on this right-hand side. Romero goes back to Van der Ven. Played in the Sun. Sun got the opportunity, but the keeper reacts well. And what a play to react and get out to the ball on the through ball behind the defense. Good goalkeeping. And goes straight to Harry Winks. Out to Fatawu. Fatawu going back to Winks. Winks turns, looks for an option. Could get it into Ndidi. Ndidi sees it, gets the Winks, threads it through to Cordova. Cordova sees Christensen on the outside. He's got the run. Vardy makes the run, but he doesn't make the pass. He resets. Wastes the opportunity. He tried to thread it through. Could drop off. Goes out. Plays it in. Cordova holds it. Oh, straight into Vardy. Vardy's well on goal. He's got it. Oh, but what a save by Vicario. Vardy's got to score these opportunities when he's through on goal one on one. What a possession from Leicester. But Vardy has to score. He's got to put that away from about 10 yards out. And it looks like good defending from Leicester City. Is it a corner? I did not see. There goes Tottenham got the corner. James Madison on the corner. Not going to go short, going to go straight into the box. He hits a crazy cross, has an opportunity, but no one there. Look like they can get on the counter again. There goes. Buonanotte. Tries to make them, and it looks like there might be a head injury somewhere here. Yeah, they got to get out there because he looks like he's in some pain. Got to get out there quick. Oh, man. Doesn't look good because it looks like he's. Ooh. I don't know if he's conscious. I hope he's okay. He's going to be taken off immediately. I don't know what's going on. Get over here quick. It's Benton Kerr on the ground. Oh, it looks like they're going to bring on Archie Gray, Bergvall, Timo Werner, maybe. And I thought there was going to be another man coming on as well, but we'll see. They look like they got to bring the stretcher out to bring him off the pitch because it doesn't look good. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they'll show the replay. I don't know how he went down, but it looks like he got a head injury. It looks like they collided with the heads when they were trying to win the ball. And they're going to avoid showing it because they don't know if it's a good sight. They want to be respectful. It's frustrating. I don't, we got to see how he is. I hope he's okay. I don't know what's happening. We're going to have a delay for a minute just to get him off the pitch. We hope that he's okay. We hope that it's nothing too serious, but it doesn't look too good at the moment because he looked like he head was down in the ground. I don't know if he was crying. I don't know if what happened to him. We just hope that he can get up and there'd be a good response. There's going to be a little water break as we're waiting to see the condition and if they can get him off. They're going to get him off the pitch at some point where he is. They tried to head the ball and they both hit the side of the head and it looked like he made contact with the head. That's what Fatawa was saying. Yeah, it was just an unfortunate collision when they're trying to win the ball in the air. Yeah, he got hit. Not what you like to see. We want to see all our players be able to be healthy and not be, unfortunately, get hit in the head. Let's take the time to get the player off the pitch. We'll take the time, take a break, and just pause the game. It's not about football. It's about a man's health at this point. You got to be respectful. We hope that he's okay, man, because this is scary, man. Very scary to deal with. whether he has a concussion, hoping that he's okay, that he's can get up, or does he need to be put on, laid down, and carried off? Just let him take his time because it doesn't look too good. Because it doesn't look like he's maybe they're trying to clear up some blood somewhere where he got hit. I don't know. They're trying to put him, give him some oxygen. Are they gonna get him on the stretcher? Or is he gonna say he can walk off, or is he gonna get? I think they're gonna put him on the stretcher. Yeah, yeah, because they don't want to take that chance where he might fall. I think they're putting some oxygen on him in order to give him some air. Maybe he got knocked, winded as well. I don't know. Uh, Timo Werner. It looked like Kulusevski for a minute was getting warmed up, but Timo Werner, Bergvall, and Archie Gray look like they're going to come on the pitch, clap it up for Bentancur. We wish him safe, healthy recovery. Hopefully, he can come back to his best sooner rather than later. Hope everything's okay. Hopefully, nothing is too serious. Give him a clap going off. Oh, Kulusevski's coming on, so they might take off. I think they might take off their whole midfield and keep Son on, maybe, or they might take off both wingers off. Oh, Sar's coming on off. Bentancur, of course, he's coming off. Archie Gray and Bergvall make their debut in the 78th minute. Two teenagers, 18 and 17, making their debut. It's good to see. We wanted Bergvall. I think he's a top talent. I think he can improve the side. Brennan Johnson comes off for Timo Werner. And I'm wondering if it's going to be Madison or Son. I think Son will probably be the one to come off. Or Madison. Or they're putting Kulusevski in the 10. And they are taking Madison off and putting Kulusevski on. Because they don't really have any winger talent of sorts to be able to take them off. But they have a whole bunch of midfielders. So we're going to see what type of difference. Madison was the core of what they built and how they progressed and the creativity they had. So let's see. I've already telling him to F off, bro. It's crazy. He said, I'm going to take my time, bro. Bro, I'm a champ. I'm going to go at my own pace, bro. Let's see what type of impact they can make. Vardy made an impact, got his goal, got him in the game. Let's see what they can make an impact up top. Samare's coming on for Buenanote. He had some good actions at the second half. Wasn't very good in the first half. Vardy wasn't really able to do anything in the first half, but they got their goal. Let's see if the subs can make a difference on both ends. We're going to see the two youngsters, the two teenagers getting an impact in this team. Let's see if they can handle the pressure of the Premier League. Archie Gray came from the championship, getting his first Premier League debut, and one came from overseas in a different league. Now, here we go. We're going to see. Now we're going to put Kulusevski in the 6. No foul there. Plays it in. Gets into there. I think that's who's on the right here. That's Solanke still on the pitch. Yeah. Bergvall goes back to Romero. Romero into Timo Werner using his pace. Timo Werner just trying to cross it in, plays it across. Good tackle from Harry Winks. Harry Winks plays it out to the new striker coming on the pitch. He's coming off. Oh, technical ability. He still had the ball, but good tackle from Bergvall. Good technique. He gets around, but tackle from Christensen. Good overall play from Bergvall so far. Romero, there goes Romero. Bergvall looked like he's trying to hype up the crowd. Pedro Porro goes back to Romero. He gets into Bergvall. Bergvall plays it to Archie Gray. Archie Gray to Van der Ven. Van der Ven uh, bends it around to Son. Son looking for options. He's had to go back to Van der Ven. You're going to look for the middle, Romero. Romero going out wide, plays in Bergvall. Bergvall turns, goes out to Timo Werner. Timo Werner threads it through to Kulusevski. He tried to thread it through in the 10 position, but not able to do anything. But look at the options. Kulusevski's still fighting for it. Ndidi plays out, gets it to the new striker that came on. Looked like he's trying to get a foul, and Tottenham Hotspur are going to get that foul. Looks like Van der Ven's on the ball. He's playing it straight to Romero. Romero's going in, played around to get it to Timo Werner. Timo Werner played across the face to Ndidi. Ndidi won it back by Bergvall again. Good play from him so far. Archie Gray just dictating tempo. Gets it out from Van der Ven to Romero back to Bergvall. Bergvall could turn up the field, but nope. He's going to just go here and play with the defense and get used to the pace of the game. Gives it back out to Romero. Romero crosses it in. Straight in. Oh, and they have a second opportunity. He tries to win it down, bring it down, but can't do it. He's trying to reset the possession. Straight back to Bergvall, could play it into Archie Gray. Archie Gray got the possession. Just plays it back to the defense. Back to Romero. Romero looking. Out wide to the right side to Timo Werner. Could play it straight one time. Straight to Pedro Porro. Goes back on his left foot. Plays it in, but not able to get things. But gets it back to Pedro Porro. Straight on the left. Straight to Solanke, surrounded by 4 players. Gets it. Plays it back. Oh, and what a play. And he plays it out for a corner. Good play between the midfield and the all attack. From Bergvall to Werner to Solanke. Pedro Porro coming in there, linking with the striker well. And Kulusevski in there just fighting to keep the possession. Bergvall is going to be on the corner. And they win the header, but no one's on the end of it. Look, he's trying to keep it in. Cordova going to go up the field, but no one's there. They're just going to trying to relieve some pressure off them. Ricardo comes down to give it straight back to Pedro Porro. Look, Pedro Porro, Archie Gray, and Udogi come back and give it back to Van der Ven. The center backs come back to come receive the ball. Pedro Porro goes further up the pitch. Kulusevski looked like he wanted to make a run, but no one found him. He gives it to Timo Werner. Timo Werner running with pace. Not able to get it. Christian comes put pressure. Samari looks like he wants to put pressure. Good touch by Udogi. Udogi is going to thread it through. He sends it outside the sun. Overlapped by Kulusevski. What's he going to do? He plays it out. Plays it straight through. Solanke plays out Bergvall. Trying to get it. The keeper trying to get there to relieve pressure, and he gets it. He's going to waste some time trying to get a result here. 1-1. Hopefully my prediction stays 1-1 game. They're able to get an opportunity. But we're going to see how Leicester do in the final minutes of the game if they're able to do that. They're going to go along and try to win it. Win the ball in the air. He goes long. Goes over the top. Romero. Lob. He's going to be won by the new guy. He goes out wide to Fatahu. Fatahu, can he put him through? He used a technique and some pace. He got through. A foul. Going to be a free kick by Archie Gray. Going to be some pressure, but they get a free kick about 10, 15 yards outside the 18. They should put this ball in the box and see if they can get another goal here. We need a better delivery than what Bona. Excuse me. We need a better delivery than what Buonanotte goes. They're going to make another sub. Cordova's going to come off for a new attacker. It's going to be he looked quite young, to be fair. I'm not going to lie to you. trying to say, is that a Hamza? I don't know if that was Hamza. I'm trying to see where he is. Nope. And that's a goal kick. A decent header, to be fair, to get it on, try to get it on goal and just over the bar because Vicario was now ready. And the new man who just came on, number 35, oh, it's McAteer. And it just barely misses out. And they played him behind. Timo Werner has the pace to do it. He could play it one time across. He has it, but dealt well by the defense. Timo Werner gets right back on the ball. Plays it back to Bergvall. Bergvall into. He has him in behind Kulusevski. Kulusevski gets on his left foot. A good touch. Tried to play it across, but doesn't have enough. And there goes McAteer trying to play it long, but Bergvall chests it down. Bergvall can play it inside, but he's going to use his technique to create a chance back to Kulusevski, but good defending and able to keep it out. But it's going to be a throw-in on this side. Just right side. Plays it back. Archie Gray. Plays it back to Van der Ven, who threads it through. He could have a shot at goal, but he doesn't. He gives it to Bergvall, gives it to Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro could cross it, but he cuts it on his left foot. Not really left-footed. He doesn't really cross the ball. Bergvall goes straight out to Timo Werner. No options. No free kick. This man's staying on the ground. They go back down to Romero. Romero to Van der Ven. Nope. He rejects it and goes straight back to Timo. Timo plays into Bergvall. Looks like Romero's hobbling a bit. Oh, there's an option. He goes out wide. Oh, bad touch from Son. Good defense by Justin. Justin has a chance to go forward. He lobs it forward ahead to the new midfielder, but he couldn't bring it down with the touch. But he's trying to, and that's a foul. Oh, they said no foul. Wow. It looked like he lunged ahead of him and brought back by Romero. But they got multiple people that look like he's hurt. Pedro Porro looks like he can't. He's hobbling across, and he can't move. He's saying he looks like he needs to come off, but he's playing a Dogi. They're going to play on with Son on the outside. Is he going to thread it through? He reads it well from Ndidi, but Ndidi unable to get off. Good defending. And they play it out to relieve the pressure for another throw-in. Bergvall gets it out here. Is he going to throw it back? He throws it straight to Udogie. Udogie to Bergvall. But Pedro Porro is struggling here. He looks like he can barely walk. He's limping all over the pitch. He's playing here. Timo Werner tries to thread it through. It goes to Ndidi, and now they're on the counter. They're going back, and he turns this way. He uses his pace to get in behind. He gets here. He could thread it straight through. Oh, and what a touch. He gets around. He's just got to send it middle. Send it middle. He's going across. Oh, but no one. Good, well dealt by the midfield. And he plays it to Bergvall, who gets in the midfield. Tries to use his technical ability to get it across. Back to Archie Gray. Plays it at Udogie. Yeah, he's in 9 added minutes, it seems like they said it is. And they're going to play it around. Pedro Porro is still hobbling around the pitch. Romero is right here. They're getting caught on the counter consistently, but they don't have enough. Do they have enough to get a result in this game, Tottenham? They're playing out wide. Gets it to Timo Werner. No options, so he goes back, and it's a throw-in for Tottenham. Are they going to get a sub, or are they just going to play on? But he's staying on the pitch with it, how he's limping around. He's been hobbling around for the last about 10 minutes. The manager said about 8 minutes. But the manager doesn't seem too bothered with subbing him. They said just keep him on the pitch. They don't really have options. Maybe Jed Spence. I don't know. He plays it around. They try to thread it through, and Harry Winks wins it again. He's trying to get it around him, but Harry Winks gets it again. But he gives the ball away, and they're on the counter again. But what a challenge. And he said, lay it off. And he tries to lob it up to the new striker, and he turns. Oh, he's got the option. Oh, and they deal with it. Van der Ven deals with it well. But Leicester have been all over them and have been here, and they're saying, we're here. We can compete with you. And they go back. It's still going to be 9 minutes for Tottenham to get a result here. They're trying to get a result to start off the season in a bright fashion. So they're going to avoid relegation. They need every point if they are going to avoid. 9 minutes is confirmed. 9 minutes of added time. There goes Van der Ven. He goes back to Vicario. They don't have many options here. So they're going to pass it up to Bergvall. Bergvall getting pressed. Looks like he has a lot of pressure on him, and they win it back. He could play it inside. He's trying to beat him for pace. He cuts it back. He tried to lob it. Oh, and Didi with the header. Sorry, am I too loud? No, I'm doing this. I can't believe Bergvall's on here. And he trying to get it, and a good header from Ndidi. Just couldn't get enough power behind it. Was able to put Vicario off. Good save by Vicario, but he lost the ball in a bad area for Bergvall, and it looks like there's going to be a sub of Jed Spence and for probably Pedro Porro and Solanke. No, Solanke's still on the pitch. Who did they were showing somebody. It looked like he was gonna. Richarlison was on the pitch, so I'm wondering who he subbed on for. They got a lot more height in here. They play it near post, and it's a corner. Richarlison deals with it. Here comes another cross. And put it in the box. It's a good ball. To be fair, gets a strike from Justin, but good deflection from Jed Spence. Justin plays it back, and they lob it forward, but there's no one there. But it's still hard to deal with, and they're onside, and it's going to be a throw-in for Leicester City. They said get them the ball quickly, and they play it back. And they try to go back to here. They play it back to Fies. Christensen's there to available, and he tries to play it out wide. He could bring it down, and he does nicely. He plays it, and it's deflected. So Tottenham could go on the counter here, but they don't have many options. There goes Archie Gray. Does well under pressure. Gets it up to Udogi, who gets it to Kulusevski in the 10 position, trying to get it forward. And a deflection. Looks like Spurs throwing. They're trying to get the ball quickly so they can get a chance. And Pedro Porro looks like he's injured on the bench. Charleston came on for Pedro Porro. Vicario trying to move the ball quickly. Only 6 minutes remaining in order to get some type of score to get 3 points instead of one. There goes Romero over the top. Can he get it to Timo Werner? Does he have enough pace? And he plays it in. Tried to play it off, and there's space for Jed Spence to do something. But there's nothing there, so he goes back. He tried to go in for Bergvall. Get back to Jed Spence, so they recycle possession with five and a half ready to go. Looks like Bergvall's going through, but what a tackle, but he's still got possession. Archie Gray, still here. Tried to play it through, but it's deflected. And Didi, Leicester look tired here. No foul, but they're trying to put some pressure on him. They're trying to suffocate them, so they have to play it through. He gets the turn. He's got Timo Werner. Timo Werner one-on-one. He's going to use his pace to the outside, but he gets the instant tackle, and they go long to get it out. 5 minutes remaining, but Tottenham still have possession. All Leicester look like they're trying to do. They want to stick on the counter and try to get a result, but they're like, we'll be cool with the draw here. No one expected us to get to this level this quickly. He plays it through. And Romero, got to come back and defend, kid, but he looks like he's letting someone else defend for him. Try to play it over the top, and he's there. But looks like he's trying to defend it, and it looks like it's going to be a goal kick deflected by Vestergaard. I said Vertigard. It was Vestergaard. Like I was going to say, yeah, vertigo. Vestergaard, man. Vertigard. He's got a vert. I don't know if he can jump decently, but he doesn't have that big of a vertical. Steve Cooper can be pleased with the result, but I know he wants better for the team because he wants to avoid relegation. All the difference is a goal early in the game to a second half goal from Vardy wide open on the back post and a header down. But indeed, he's not able to, and they got space, but they try to play it through. And look, he's open. But what a read by the keeper to keep down. He goes down to secure it. Timo Werner had all the pace, but the keeper reacted well to the situation. Hermansen, 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 and they try to play it over the top. Flick. Can they go? But Charleston plays it back. It looks like he's dropped a bit deeper, so they're playing a two front man formation. Played in. Timo Werner is going to try to use pace, try to cut inside, but he's sticking right with him. Doesn't have many options. They play it back. Going to be about 4 minutes remaining. They got to make something happen here if they want to get 3 points. They still have a shot here. But Tawu plays it through, and he gets it through, but Justin's there, and he pushed them down. Going to be a Leicester free kick. Justin jumped up quickly right after the man tried to shake his hand. He knew he wasn't injured, but he definitely was fouled. It's going to be about 3 minutes remaining in the game. A little less than 3. Steve Cooper directing his soldiers to move forward, try to get the result as quickly as possible, but the keeper kicks it out. But he's cool with that. They're going to have only about 2.5 to go. All they got to do is defend and maybe get an opportunity somewhere. Richarlison brings it down. They try to play it forward. Justin plays it over, and there comes the counter. Richarlison right there, and Didi. Once there, they play it back to Romero. Romero goes back to Van der Ven. Van der Ven doesn't have many options, but he's threaded through. He tried to sit back. Harry Winks sits back just so he doesn't get caught out in possession. Timo Werner trying to get in pace, but they guard Jed Spence. Jed Spence played inside. Timo Werner's knowing. No option, so they go short to Archie Gray. Archie Gray. Not much creativity in this midfield, so they're going to see with Bergvall, they need to get him on the ball. Romero, can he switch it? He threads it through to Solanke. Solanke through to him. Good defending by Fuzz, and it's going to be a Tottenham throw-in with less than 2 minutes to go. They're playing well. They're going for a draw here. Let's see. Archie Gray can't, and they're on the counter now. Good turn by Ndidi, and he finds him out wide. He tries to play it short, and he does wrong. But nope, they're not going to give the foul. He needs to get up and set it forward. He's just trying to play it forward, and he's got it. Oh, but a foul here. It's going to be yellow card, but he plays it. Oh, but man, he had an opportunity, and the ref stops him on his opportunity. They're going to have a free kick just outside the box with 1 minute to go in the game. And he's going to get a yellow. Misread of the situation and caused the challenge where he shouldn't have dove in. He should have just got to the positioning instead of diving in. This is going to be one of the final kicks of the game where they can get a result. Can Leicester City survive and get a result here and head the ball away? We're going to see what they can do with it. There are going to be a few more seconds added on, maybe past the 90th minute because they were waiting for the free kick afterwards. Oh, and a missed header by Richarlison, and it looks like this is going to be it. Leicester able to hold off and get the draw. My prediction is correct. Man, good prediction. I thought Tottenham would be the better team, but just not have enough to deal with Leicester. Leicester was just going to edge and get 1 goal back, but I didn't expect them to look so poor in the second half that they weren't able to control the game, and Leicester took it to them. And that's going to be it. They're going to blow the final whistle soon. Let's see. Leicester fans are going to be ecstatic with the result they're able to achieve, and that is it. The final whistle, 1-1. Going to get a point. Tottenham fans are going to be very disappointed with the draw today, and the performance in the second half was not of the level that it needed to be. That's okay. That's the final of today. That's the only game of today. Based off the match, I'd say the defense played extremely well. I think both fullbacks played with Christensen and Justin. Both were dealing with the wide players well. Didn't allow them to get by them that much. And Son was held. He was quiet today. Brennan Johnson is a one-trick pony. He really can't do much else but go down the outside with pace. But it works sometimes. Excuse me. And I just look at this result, and you got to be excited if you're a fan of Leicester City that you got to get as many points as possible if you're going to be faced with the points deduction later in the season when that does come, if it does come to light in that manner. If you do get guilty of any type of foul play financially or go against any of the rules, then you might have to deal with the points deduction, and these points are going to be very important to how you go forward. You could, and there was a shot for you to get a goal to get back into the game, but the substitutions, they show promise because they're very talented individuals. But let's be honest, they didn't make that much of an impact to be able to score a goal as much as what the first team was in the first half. But the first team dropped off tremendously, and they were missing Madison's creativity in the pitch. But then Madison dropped off too. I think Madison was probably the best player on the pitch altogether. I think Solanke had good touches here and there, but he couldn't get the end product. He didn't do as much as they probably needed him to do. Still better than Richarlison. Um, Son was not didn't have a good game at all. He got by the defender once, maybe twice, but didn't really create anything of exceptional. Didn't create anything exceptional. So the fullbacks, Pedro Porro was getting up and down the pitch. He was throwing the ball through. He was making runs. Udogie played well. He held the ball well. It's very tough to see Tottenham were struggling in the second half. Once they lost the momentum and the crowd got into the game, they just looked like a fish out of water. They looked like they were flopping about, just like, bro, I don't know where to be. They looked stressed. They didn't look like they could handle the moment. So against a Leicester City, even Leicester City crowd is there. It's just like against Leicester City is kind of crazy. It like if you were faced with a Man City, if you were faced with a better team with a crowd is bumping, and if you want to be better in Europe, you think they'd be able to handle a crowd. Maybe they'll change. Maybe they're just nervy, and the young kids I understand, but the rest of them, their experienced players, look stressed. So it's going to be very so interesting to see how this team is going to how Tottenham are going to improve. And if they play like that when they play Man United, they're not winning, bro. I'm telling you, even if we're not good, we're better than we were. We're going to score goals against you because the defense is good though, but they were still open because the midfield was the problem. They weren't out. But Bentancur, he wasn't playing well at the end of the first half. It's sad that the second half, where he's first half he was doing okay, doing well. The second half he wasn't playing as well. It's sad to see that he went down. We wish him all the best. We pray for the man. Like actually, Lord bless this man so he can come back with the greatest health and he can have a swift recovery. In the Lord's name, we pray. Amen. Because we don't want anything to happen to anybody on the pitch. We don't want people to get injured regardless of their arrival. And I hate your team. We want you all to have your players available and not have people like get injured, and that's the manner they're out. But I still want to beat your team at your best. So there's no excuses as well. So we wish them a swift recovery from Bentancur. Now, the back line was solid. The only time they made a mistake was on the Vardy goal, which cost them the game, which will give them points off what they were trying to do. So it's going to be interesting to see how they adapt because that's all they got. They got Dragusin off the bench, but I still think he played well in the Euros. Whether he can do that in the Premier League is a whole different story if they come off the bench. But they were solid. They really didn't have many people that went one on one with them. They just had a chance in the box and they got a goal. It was not good. I'm looking at hey, sorry. But I'm gonna say that they got a lot of things to work on out of possession more than in possession. Cause I think they did have some openings on the pitch, and they got to work about in possession because they lost the ball in bad areas. But Leicester defended very well in that game, even when they scored the goal. It was off a sleeping action, but once they woke back up, the crowd were behind them. They defended well, so they got a lot to work on. Leicester still needs to up their level if they want to stay up, but it still was a good performance, and you saw some positive for them. Well, that's all the games for today from the Premier League. Um, Tell me who your player to match is. Of course, I'm gonna go Jamie Vardy because that goal was the difference between them because they need as many points as possible. I think them scoring that goal was probably the best for them. Or I pick one of the people in defense. I'll probably go Christensen as my man of the match overall the whole game because I think he defended very well off that left hand side and dealt with everyone well. Um, there's Christensen did well, but they linked up and they got to the middle. It wasn't to the outside he got beat because he dealt with them well. But you could pick many teams. But I'm looking at how can they improve? What can they do? That bench does not scare me in the slightest though, I'll be honest. For Charleston, Bergvall, Archie Gray at this point in their career, it doesn't put fear in my hearts that you like this is what I have to face week in, week out. If they're not available or if they need to get subbed off, that's the bench they have to do. You doesn't feel you much Jed Spence off the bench. Wouldn't feel many people much confidence. I think Kulusevski was actually cooking at some points in that second half though. But that's all for today. We'll see you for the next stream. Maybe we'll do a stream tomorrow. Let me see. Let me check the Premier League. I want to see. The next game is going to be on Saturday, so we'll see you for the United game at 4:30 Pacific time on Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific British Standard Time. It's going to be a good game on Saturday. Crystal Palace play West Ham. Maybe we'll watch that. I'm going to see, and then we'll be on for Aston Villa Arsenal as well. So, blessings for everybody. Peace.